Hello and welcome back to Net Scraps. I hope you are having a wonderful day and have been able to get your scrap on, play with some papers, get your fingers inky, something like that. Today we are back with day 23 of Christy's Beautiful Life. I have popped up there the sketch for day 3, and if you are regular here, you'll know that I'm carrying over day 22 to 23. And I am working with the same photos, so I'm going to look at working with the same papers and continuing that on. This sketch, guys, is all about that kind of up and down. We've got sort of like photos across a thing through the middle, and I kind of do my own version of that with the photos going up and down, but then think that maybe I can just do a single page. So I really go a bit rogue on this one. It doesn't really look like the sketch in the end. I can pull just maybe a couple of similarities, but it really does look like day 22. So apologies for that. I feel like I might have ripped you guys off a little bit. I nearly condensed these into one video, but yeah, I didn't. I'd half done the voiceover for the other one and then went, nah, it's going to be 2 videos, too hard, and so I kept moving. So please, if you didn't see that other video, go back and have a little look at it. We're going to bring in the layout for day 22 and sit them side by side here at the moment. Now, because I had those 6 photos, I do end up using some flip flaps so that I can have all of those photos. I start off thinking I'm only going to have 5 of the photos, but I do bring the 6th one in. The 6th one, my son looks like he's like milk drunk or something. Yeah, he looks quite out of it. It's quite funny. I'll point it out when I put it on the page in a moment. So I do have one flip flap that's going to open up and go, I'm trying to think which is that's going to go open up to the top and one that's going to open up to the side. It's about this point that I start to go, it's going to be a companion page to the other page. I was trying to bring, by having those photos high and low, bringing in elements from the other sketch, but it's really about here that I start going, nope, this is going to be an add-on page to the other page or a companion page to it. So I start to make those adjustments and soon realize I'm going to have to overlap those photos and work things in that way. So having worked out that it'll be a companion page, I actually do the doodling and the lines around these papers pretty before I put anything on, which is unusual for me. It's normally one of the last things I do is go around and add any hand doodling or lines and things on my page. But I do that straight up. I bring in the same layering papers as I did in the last one. So I have that grey. If you haven't watched the last video, this is the Smarty Pants collection, a close to my heart collection that was out over 12 months ago. So I have lots of the papers left, and this is a great way to actually use them up. I love doing the 30 days of sketches because it does get me using lots of my papers that I have left over from other collections and getting into my stash and really using and mixing my stash up, like using some papers from this collection and some papers from that collection. I love doing that, and there's a lot of freedom when you create like that. Here I'm just adding those flip flaps to the page, and then I do try to put this tag on. The first place I put it, it covers his face. The second time covers his face even worse, and I keep trying to put that on. Now knowing that it's going to be a companion page, I want to be able to have that tag on the page so that it helps bring the red over from the first page that I did. And I do end up bringing those 2 pages in together in a moment. I do put it down here for a little while and it stays there for not that long, and then I take that out and pop it. I think I put it under that first photo in a moment. Here we go, and I believe that's about where it's going to stay. I am looking for other elements that can come in and work with this, and I'm kind of like looking through papers, and I also have the fresh paint sticker sheet there. And this is that photo where I think he looks milk drunk or something. He looks kind of like he's had a hard night, that middle photo. So I'm looking for things that I can come in and bring. Now, I had popped aside this sticker when I was doing the left-hand page, so I bring that in, but I'm looking for things that are going to complement this. I do remember that I have the Smarty Pants Picture My Life cards, and I bring those in and start looking through them, and that really changes where this page ends up and what I do under that photo that is on the right. So I've pulled out that little journaling tab and the little Hello World. The Never Stop, that doesn't get used on this page, but the Hello World does, because I feel like that works with I'm up and walking around and I'm into mischief, and so I stick that in down the bottom, and then I mount up this so it kind of works along with the other pieces that I have mounted, and it's all torn at the bottom, and I think that looks really, really good, and I like that it has that kind of bit of a rough feel to it. So I'll leave that torn at the bottom, but I also like that it's bringing in that shoe again. In one of the photos, or two of the photos, he actually has a shoe in his hand, so I think he was running around kind of moving all the shoes and things, bits and pieces around in the house. I do add just a little layer on the other side just to balance out those gaps at the top, and bring in a little bit of that same color at the bottom, which seems to balance everything out. I'm still looking for something that is a little bit red to go up in that top right hand corner. I have got that sneaker, but I need another pop of red. I do find this sticker that says hello, my name is, that's from the Fresh Paint collection, and that helps to bring in that red at the top and gives me sort of a balance there, and brings your eye up to that top corner a little bit. The final thing I'm going to do is go through and grab out a few arrows. Again, we're talking about being on the move, and action, and arrows always work well on pages that, you know, have something going on. In the first video, I talked about how my photos aren't perfect. They're not great. And I think that's part of the charm for me with this layout, is that the photos aren't perfect, that they're just him on the go, just natural, not staged, and I kind of really like that feeling. I do apologize, guys, for that glare. I probably should have mentioned that earlier. I can't do anything about it. Like, I'm either working in the dark or I have glare on my photos. It's one of the two. I do just bring in a couple of other quick little stickers there. Play all day, and you've got this. And again, they're just things from the sticker sheet just to add an extra little layer. I hope you guys have enjoyed this two-page chaos that I have created here. And if you have, I would love it if you guys hit the like button or leave a comment or hit the subscribe button. They're all things that help the channel to keep going and for me to keep making videos for you guys. I did mention quickly on the last video, I'm going to have some family time, so I'm going to take, I think I've got one more video that's very quick, and then I'm going to take a couple of weeks off to do some family things. So I apologize for that in advance, but I will see you guys in a couple of weeks when I am back. I'm not sure what I will be working on, whether I'll finish the 30 days of sketches or I'll be working on new products. We have got a new catalogue coming soon, so that is something to look forward to as well. But I will see you guys when I am back. I hope you have a lovely day. Take care. Bye.